Alright guys, I'm going to do another one of these fly around tours today with a drone. We are on the Peljesac Peninsula in southern Croatia. As you can see, the van's back there, and we're in this cool little cove right here. This is an abandoned campground. We talked to a local yesterday, and they said there's used to be a campground that a lot of people came, but this community is just too small to support the people that were coming down here. So I think they decided to stop operating. I don't know why the owner agreed, because he was probably making decent money from it, but I guess when the community has spoken, you just gotta go along. Anyways, I want to fly this drone around, show you guys the terrain, the water. This is like an olive grove, which is pretty cool. Olives are a big thing here in Croatia on the Adriatic coast. So anyways, I'm going to put this drone down and get her up in the air. Alright, so I will start recording video. 30 frames. There we go. Let's take off.
Take off. The home point has been updated. Please check it on the map.
That's where we're at right here. Just gonna fly over the water. That's the olive tree grove that you see right there where our van is parked at. And this is the cove. And this this bay, so this is technically the inside of the bay in the peninsula, and very popular for clams, shellfish, oysters that they farm here. So if I pan down, you should be able to see. I don't know if I'm over them yet, but there are lots and lots of oyster farms. Well, maybe I'll turn around. Yeah, right there. See that? Those are all farmed oysters and clams. And there's a whole bunch more over here. Look at all that. It's pretty cool. And you're supposed to be able to buy them from the locals here. Like some of these locals that live here full time, they're the owners of these farms. So they'll sell them at their property. And one of the houses at the end here has a sign, but you know, we walked by there yesterday, nobody was home, and then just as we were leaving, they were walking back. So I didn't want to bother them because they seemed like they were busy, they were doing something. So I was hoping to be able to buy some oysters, but that didn't work out yesterday. Hopefully, maybe we'll try again later. We'll see. But as you can see, if I go up higher, you can see that this, as you go further down, there's a bridge being built over here. And that bridge will connect Croatia to the part of the southern part of the peninsula. And this peninsula, if you didn't cross the bridge onto the peninsula to get down towards like the Dubrovnik area, you would have to go through a small piece of Bosnia. So that bridge is built with the intention of being able to bypass the border crossing. It's only about a 15-minute border crossing, meaning like once you cross into the border, it's a 15-minute drive to get to the other side. But without it, you have to either do the border crossing, or there's a ferry near the top of near the northern end of the peninsula that you have to ferry across if you want to avoid crossing the border. So that's what that bridge is for. Here we are again looking down at the bay that we're at. It's a nice little spot. It's October 1st today, so a little bit cold now. Not quite warm enough to go in the water. The water temperature is still pretty much the same. Like my feet are in the water now, as you can hear. It's not too cold water temp wise, but it's when you get out and then you have a little colder air temp. Yeah, that's not going to be fun. So here's way more of those farmed shellfish systems. Look at that. And maybe some of those are farming other seafood as well. And then across over there is mainland Croatia. And here this way we're looking north. Show you the map. Here's the map. You see? There you see the little part of Bosnia that you have to drive through. And then, yeah, the bridge will take you across like this little part right here. The narrowest part of the channel. Yeah, and there you go. That's the peninsula. And then to the west of the peninsula is the island Korčula. And then north of Korčula, that's island of Hvar. That's where our village is at. So let's go back. Continue flying a little bit. I'm flying in normal mode. So to go a little faster, I can do, I think that's where we're at? No. We're in here. Okay, so now we're all the way out into the middle. Right? We're not all the way out, but we're out in the middle. So let's fly this way a little bit. There's a couple of larger villages this way. The Mavic Air 2 has this digital zoom feature. Let me show you. I'm going to do a 4x zoom. Still pretty smooth. That's pretty cool. That's 4x. It's a bigger village down there. Well, that's a nice little village too. Looks like there's some nice coves for swimming. Okay, I'll pop back out in the 1x zoom. Down there is the town of Stone. Stone is a kind of an old fortress town where I think the Republic of Dalmatia maybe have built a wall. Like it looks like a mini Great Wall of China. And I think some people have called it the Great Wall of Europe, but it's not nearly as big. So I'm going to do sport mode so I can get a little faster coming back. As you can see, this thing goes pretty fast. Down in the bottom there, you can see I'm going like 40 miles an hour. Now we'll fly up behind me a little bit so you can see what the olive groves look like. And we're just down from the road. So you can see to the right there, that's the road that takes you up. And this is the little community down here. And we are here. That's us in the middle. And this is all an old abandoned campground. There's a house in the middle right there. Presumably that's where the owner lives. But he owns all this land, which is just a huge olive tree grove. And you can tell he actively maintains this olive grove because there are new trees being planted. And there's another house right there. And then down here, that building, that is the old bathhouse for this campground. I walked in there, it was abandoned. Glass and broken stuff everywhere. And that is a road to come down. That's the way we came in. See, now I'm flying past the property. I'll turn around, give you a better look before I come back down for a landing. Let's see. Yep, that's the bay. That's the bay we're at. Back to normal mode so I can fly a little slower coming back. Oh, actually, there's some like yeah, maybe got a little bit of time. We can go up to check out maybe some of these peaks near us. Wonder if that'll be a relatively easy thing to do. Let's go up to this peak. Turn back sport mode. We got plenty of battery on this Mavic Air 2. So let's see if I can get up to this peak here. Oh yeah. Look at that. I wonder if you can hike up there. Presumably you can. Don't crash. Oh, and I can see that new bridge being built real good. Check that out. That's the peak of the mountain next to us. Crumbly rocks. Well, it's looking down at the peak. And then now it's looking down towards us in the cove from the peak. Very cool. We fly beyond the peak. Oh no. Oh no. I'm losing signal because I went too far beyond the peak. Okay. Let's not do that. Line of sight. Line of sight here is the name of the game. So, okay, let's come back. I'm gonna fly over the water so I don't bother anybody. So let's fly down here. As you can see here, all this land is uninhabited. Just a small village at the cove. But people do own this land for the most part. A lot of land here is owned by families that go hundreds of years back. You can see some more of that shellfish farming happening there. Okay, I'm now in the middle. A lot of these are vacation rentals too that you can rent. They'll have a little dock. Most of them have a little steps to go down for swimming. Really nice spot. Okay. I'm gonna fly back. I am over here. Fly back for landing. I can hear it. And I can see it. Here it is. And let's come back to land. Not on the water. We'll land like normal people. On land. We'll land on land. Because if you're landing on water, it wouldn't be called landing, it'd be called watering. Right?
Landing.
I think pooping is something else. Okay, that's it. That is our flight. I hope you guys enjoy that. And today we're gonna start heading back towards Split. We got some packages that are being delivered to the apartment, so we gotta go get it. And unlike the United States, when we have packages here, we have to be there for them to leave it. If it's anything larger than like a letter anyways. So yeah, we gotta be back. I think today and tomorrow there'll be some packages coming. So thanks as always for watching. We'll see you guys later.